headphones though.
All right. We are live. Hello, everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in to No Pennies After Dark. It's your girl, Miss Pretty Brown Skin, and we have Swift Tiff and Mr. Late Night G joining us tonight. Joe's running a little bit behind right now because shit happens, but we're here. How's everybody week going?
Week's going good so far.
It's going.
Just going. How was Valentine's Day? Oh, come on.
What's that?
The shifty. He said, "What's going on? Well, how was Valentine's Day?"
Yeah, Valentine's Day was alright. I did the usual thing.
Yesterday was February the 14th.
Not yesterday.
we
Was
consider
February
it.
the 14th.
You said it was a beautiful thing, Mr. Late Night. You had a beautiful day.
I cooked dinner, got stuff together, just chilled. It was late night. Just, of course, it's in the name, Late Night G. So
Okay. Come on now. Your Fifi is a very lucky lady.
she is. I'm a very lucky guy too. So
Oh, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Hey, Beja. We having all kinds of technical difficulties tonight, y'all. So chill with us, bear with us. I'm waiting on Joe to come in because that's my right hand man. I kind of need him for everything. Valentine's Day was straight over here. I spent it with a really good friend, and it was good. I enjoyed it. We didn't hang out last night. We chilled on the phone last night, but we hung out Monday night. And he turned me on to a new place, Burger Boy. So y'all know, like on my health kick, I've been giving up. I gave up red meat, and I don't eat pork anyway. But so I indulged in a burger, and it was like a greasy spoon type place. I don't know if you guys have been to Burger Boy, and that was my first time, but it was cool. And we chilled and we ate and we listened to music, and we talked. And it was dope though because he's very business minded about a lot of things. So he's been giving me like lots of tips and tricks and advice on like things to do to bring to No Pennies After Dark. So it's really dope, when somebody sees value in you and pours into you. I think that's dope.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm tripping. You ain't never been to Burger Boy before.
I had never been to Burger Boy. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I've been there once, but I've been to Burger Girl many a times over on
Okay, I've
Frankfurt
never had
Avenue.
that either.
Yeah, it's over on Frankfurt Avenue. Very good, very good.
Yeah. So I had a coworker that came in town this week to help me with some clients and some client visits. And she came from Detroit or whatever. She might be tuned in right now. And I was telling her, I was like, the city of Louisville is foodie heaven. Like, if you like to eat and you like food, it's little places tucked in like everywhere. Like, there's plenty of places to eat and plenty to do. I took her to the hood and I got us some chicken from Indies. I was like, girl, we don't do KFC down here. We eat Indies and Kings. So I took her and got us some Indies. And then I got us some Grippos. Because, that's what you got to do. You got to get Grippos when you come to Louisville. So I got us some Grippos and some Big Red. And so she's coming back in a couple of weeks. And we are going to go visit some more clients. I have a huge account that I'm onboarding. So she's going to come back and help out with that stuff. Yeah, so this week has been very interesting.
Nice.
Well,
nice.
my week was kind of crazy too. Lost a couple of people last week. Then found out some bad news about my mother, but everything should be okay after tomorrow. So we're gonna just not claim nothing and be optimistic about everything on that. But other than that, Valentine's Day I spent it with my children and my siblings. So we was good over here. I did see my little boo for a minute. He came over while I was working. I work from home now, so
Okay.
he dropped in for a second, but we ain't together, so it wasn't too big or nothing.
Okay.
Well, you're working at home, working from home, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just another day. So true story. I have a date booked for tomorrow night. And it's so hilarious. Like, y'all, we talk about this on the show. We talk about this on No Pennies After Dark. Y'all be giving it to me. Y'all be roasting me like every week. We know that I am notorious for going on one date and blocking that man. I have blocked the man while on the date.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? I had a lovely evening. We'll have to do this again sometime. And the whole time his number's blocked, and he can't call me anymore. Joe just texted. He said he's coming. So I'm notorious for that, and it's so hilarious. The fella that asked me out on the date, he listens to the show, so you know that I'm good for. So you know you got courage, man. You got courage. But I'm gonna see you tomorrow night. We're gonna see how it vibes. You know, you got courage though, cause you know. All right, so Joe just texted me. He said he's coming. So while we're waiting on him, let's go ahead and get into our We're doing it backwards tonight. Normally we do our timeline review first, and then we get into the celebrity news you can't use, you know, followed by our main topic. But because Joe runs our timeline and he's not here, we're gonna get into the celebrity news you can't use right now. Did you guys get to check out the Super Bowl?
Yep.
This week? Here comes Mr. Just Ask Joe.
What's going on, good people? How y'all doing?
Hey,
Big Kevin, what's happening?
Hey, man, I am way out in Crestwood, Kentucky. Not on the north end. I'm on the way out the south end of Crestwood. And
you in the sticks of Crestwood.
Yeah, I'm in the sticks of Crestwood where they still building houses and stuff because they just ain't finished because there's so much damn land.
Ooh. Well, Joe, I was just explaining to the people, you know, saying you are my right-hand man, my brother from another mother, and, you know, we can't make this thing work without you. So I can't do the timeline review without you.
Hey, well, I tell you what.
We are getting into celebrity news you can't use. Because
let's go ahead and jump in. Now, hey, but I got a question, though. I got a question.
What's up?
Did we start the show?
Yeah, so about that.
All right, well here we're gonna do it like we do it when we do it, how we do it. All right, so we're gonna start the joint. Let's move it over to there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Come on now.
Boom, and let's get rid of that. And all right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to start the show? Y'all ready to start the show?
All
right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most ones. Speaking on things most don't. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right. So starting it off right, we getting into celebrity news we can't use. Well, sus, you gotta go ahead and take it away.
All right, let's do it. All right, so did you guys get a chance to watch the Super Bowl Sunday? What did y'all think about the Rihanna concert that had a football game going on with it? What y'all think about that? Your mic ain't on, Swift Tips. Cut your mic on, sis. All right, we're gonna while she figure that out. So
right.
Rihanna announced her pregnancy during her halftime performance at the Super Bowl. You know, we were watching it. I was out at Joe's Palm Room. We were watching it, and my homegirl was like, "She's pregnant again." I was like, "No. She just had a baby. You know, maybe she ain't lose all the weight yet." But good sis, you know what I'm saying? She ain't wait the full 6 weeks. ASAP Rocky said, we're going to get another one in there ASAP. So that's what they did. So I thought that was really dope. Congrats.
Yeah, he just ASAP. He was like ASAP. So I ain't mad at him.
My niece kept saying she just had a baby 3 months ago, so that's why she got that pooch. And I'm sitting here thinking like, that baby's older than 3 months. Like, her baby's like 6 months. Like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. If I was ASAP, I probably would try to put 82 babies in Rihanna as quickly as possible. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's Rihanna. Miss Billionaire. I would. You know what I mean?
Right. And so, social media is in the uproar. They were like, oh wow, look, Rihanna is a baby mother ×2, and she didn't got another baby for this man and a ring. And I'm like, maybe it's not in their best interest for her to marry him. She's a billionaire. She don't need to get married. What y'all think?
And people can make it work. I'm gonna say this. I just left some client's house. Very nice, beautiful crib. 6-figure incomes. Being taken care of things, and they are not married. They've been together 15 years. They got like 82,000 kids that were running around, jumping around as I was handling business, and they're not married, and the kids are not all the man's, but they've been together for 15 years, and they, everything's copacetic, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're good. So I'm just saying, you don't necessarily, in this day and age, things have changed to where you don't necessarily have to marry, but I mean, it does open the door for the ability to run the fuck the other way very quickly.
That's facts. It's easier to break up than to get a divorce. Dale Adams said ASAP Rocky, more like ASAP Cocky. Partner couldn't wait for the billionaire pum pum. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Next up is celebrity news you can't use. Chris Cuomo is suing CNN for $60 million following his firing. I don't know if you guys remember or follow it. Chris Cuomo, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little something. I had the biggest crush on Chris Cuomo. Like, I love an intelligent man in a suit, and that just really gets me going. So I used to be tuned in to Cuomo Tonight religiously, like every week. Like, my ex used to be fired up. People like, well, maybe you need to just move to DC so you can get a job at CNN so you can be next to that man. I said, absolutely, looks the fuck good. But y'all don't know if y'all remember, they fired him for putting his brother up on game about, the allegations that was coming out about him. And that's why he got fired from CNN. And he was on his podcast earlier, and he said that he was really going through it. At that point in time, he was ready to kill himself and everybody else.
That's the thing, and I mean, listen, we're all different, but I'm gonna just say, I hear more about white people wanting to kill themselves when money and shit don't go right. I'm just saying, like, it's like a thing with white people, like, oh shit, I'm now a millionaire, no longer a billionaire. I gotta die. You know what I mean? Like, that happens. In the crisis in 2008, 2012, there were billionaires that killed themselves because they became millionaires, millionaires that killed themselves because they became high six figures. I mean, I'm just saying.
Except for Kanye, he's happy to be a billionaire. It's a millionaire instead of a billionaire. And let's just be all the way honest. I know this is like off topic, but I kind of low key, like, now that the smoke is cleared, maybe Cousin West did that shit that he did on purpose. He got out of all of them contracts with no penalty.
Wow, that's a good game right there.
He walked away unscathed. I mean, and then look.
Who you talking about?
Brother Kanye West. And now Adidas has lost, what was it, $1.6 billion? They lost $1.6 billion for parting ways with him. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, Adidas, they're going to be cool because they do for the athletes in the college. Hey, listen, saying whatever money they making, cool, whatever. But $1.6 billion, that's a lot of
they should have just stuck with my man. And see, that's what I love right now about, like, Netflix and Dave Chappelle. Let's use that as an example. Netflix said, "Fuck the rest of y'all. We're sticking by my man's Dave." And guess
As
what?
they
They're
should.
better for it. Like, I love
As they
Netflix
should.
now more as a company because of how they stuck by Dave.
Even
So-
though Monique told us to boycott.
We told us to
Man.
boycott first because he wasn't getting paid off of.
Well, yeah, he mentioned it. Yep. Well, no, he was talking about boycotting Comedy Central at
Yeah,
first,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I think he did. You're right. I'm trying to see. I don't see your name on there. I be forgetting. But yeah, you're right, bro. He did say something about like not watching the shows on the Comedy Central shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what it
Right.
was. Because he was all about the fact that Comedy Central was assholes. So
And it was.
that was the thing with Dave. And so I think when a company sticks by who they supported in the beginning, then I believe that they're better for it.
And that's facts. You get more respect that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, stick to your guns, stick to your values, your core values, not what everybody else wants you to do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect it.
So I was a big Nike fan, and then when they did what they did to Kyrie, I kind of just like, also
So-
lost it for him.
My
Because-
question, why are they mad at Kyrie but not at Amazon?
That's the biggest question in the world because he didn't do nothing but just post a picture of it. Didn't say nothing. Didn't promote it. Didn't say, "Hey, y'all need to watch it." Didn't
Exactly. And that's where people get it twisted, because you're right. All he did originally was like post it, and then later he came and talked about it, but people got it all twisted and was like, "Oh, nah, he said this, that, and the other." No, he didn't.
No, he didn't say
No,
nothing.
he didn't. He said nothing. He just posted it and said that he enjoyed it. Where's the crime there? They made that man apologize, pay fees and fines and shit. I thought it was very messed up.
But if y'all ain't figured it out by now, okay, Whoopi got reprimanded at her job for
Fact.
saying what? Something about the Jays, right?
I
And-
thought Whoopi identified as Jewish.
I don't know, but
I
I know
remember that
she
from way
said
back in the
she
day.
said that the Holocaust was not a what did she say? She said the Holocaust was not about I forgot how she worded it, but whatever it was, she was right in what she said because it wasn't about that. Nonetheless,
They punished her.
she got reprimanded for it. And then Kyrie,
She
Jews.
apologized.
Kanye, Jews. So let's just be clear right now. Who runs the show when it comes to media?
Let's not get
Anybody
canceled.
figured it out yet? Anybody figured it out yet?
Let's not get canceled over
Yeah.
here. We just
Yeah,
we
Mr.
just
Goldberg.
gotta turn it up.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's quite obvious that the Jays run the show. So and
In the
literally
grand scheme of the
meaning
alphabet.
everything. Yep, all the containment that you have that you think is entertainment, which is actually containment, is ran by the Jays. But hey, more celebrity news.
Shayna Dixon says she does identify as Jewish, but she ain't Jewish if you catch my drift. I got what you're saying. Okay, so other celebrity news, Pharrell Williams to succeed Virgil Abloh after his untimely passing in the Louis Vuitton's next men's creative director. How old is Pharrell? I don't know if y'all remember, like back
He's
in
a
the day, like,
vampire.
Pharrell been around for forever. Like I first heard Pharrell on SWV's second album. He did
Yeah.
He's a vampire.
he did Use My Heart for them. Like the man, but how old is he? Did he drink a vampire's
Now we
blood?
gotta look it up.
I feel like they should call Pharrell, like Pharrell should be called Babyface, because I seen
Yes.
when Babyface did that joint on the Super Bowl the other day, he should now be called Grumpy Face because he
Hey,
looked like I
listen.
took a picture of it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna upload that picture in a little bit. I took a screenshot. I swear he looked like Denzel Washington. That was Denzel Washington as an old man.
Shayna said he's 92 and a half. I'm done.
92 and a half.
92 and a half. we're going to hell again. Why must we go to
He's
hell?
49.
For real.
He's
man.
49.
49.
For real?
For real.
For
You
real.
know,
Real.
man.
Yeah, I mean,
I just looked.
he looks like
He was
he's
born in
like
1973.
19.
He drank the blood of a vampire. I don't care what nobody say.
He probably did.
Listen,
You never know.
you never know. Where can I get some of that? Because I'm trying to come against aging. I'm not participating in the aging process. I'm coming against it. So for real, if you out there listening, you might be. Hook me up with your vampire blood supplier because I want some. All right, last but not least, well, actually, I got two more. So, the president of the Academy, you know, Will Smith said of the Oscars said that their initial reaction to Will Smith's Oscar slap was inadequate. Oh Lord, you know we can't play that. They're gonna kick us off the live. We've already been kicked off live before. We learned our lesson, I think. But they said that, you know, they feel like they went too easy on Will Smith. But you know what? Let's keep it all the way a buck. I don't know about you guys. Like, when Chris Rock, you know, yeah, it was a hostile work environment. Nobody wants to show up to work and get the piss slapped out of them. But, like, Chris Rock has, like, milked this opportunity. Like, he's going on tour. He's got a new stand-up. Like, people want to hear from him. How do you feel after Will Smith went West Philadelphia and smacked the taste out of your mouth? You know? He's capitalizing.
Hey, I would too.
I don't know.
I think Will Smith and Jada, they also profiting off of it too, even though it seemed like they got the bad brunt of it. They also profited off of it too.
Yeah. I mean, they tried to cancel him. The president of the Oscars feel like, you know, what they did, it wasn't enough. All right, last but not least in my celebrity news that you cannot use. Sherry Shepherd and Kim Whitley gave Monique, we were talking about her earlier, a backhanded compliment. You know, they was like, she was good in the new movie that she's got on BET. She was great in it, but, you know, she can't stay out of trouble. Blase, blah, blah, blah. You know, saying because she got into it with D.L. Hughley. She get into it with everybody. Let's just keep it all the way gangster. Monique said in her response, this is why I be feeling like she go wrong. She said, since y'all want to sit around and talk about me, I invite y'all to have a meeting with me and my husband so that we can talk. Why she gotta bring a husband to everything? Why you gotta bring your husband?
Because she's trying to make them.
Some people do that. Maybe that's part of their agreement in marriage is to discuss everything together. Maybe that's part of what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he her agent?
He's her manager. You know what? And I feel like
he is her manager.
Yeah, you know what? And I think that they might be a good case study for tonight's main topic about hall passes. We might need to dig deep into that.
Cause she believes in hall passes.
Mm-hmm.
Monique does.
Who we talking about? Will and Jada?
Monique.
We actually talking about Monique and her husband.
I mean, if I was Monique's husband, I would be begging for a hall pass. Truth be told, like honestly, you know, baby, can we get a hall pass?
Why do you say that?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Playing our drinking game. We're gonna take a
I'm just saying she is a very healthy woman, like very healthy, and I'm just saying.
Every day. She works out every day.
What works outside in the backyard? What are you talking about?
No, she goes to the gym. She's fit.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I might not have seen her in a while. I just remember Monique from the show, and always was like,
because she's a healthy woman, because she's a bigger woman.
Hey, listen, there is somebody for everybody. So yes, for somebody out
I
there,
am saying you
and
are missing out on the best thing in life that life can offer you, honey.
they love. I mean, I'm just saying it's just not my interest. There are plenty of people who have that interest. I got some partners, they love some big women, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if I was with her, I would be asking for
the shade you threw about you begging for a hall pass.
I would. That's just me specifically.
For a hall pass.
It's just me specifically. I would
beg for a hall pass.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
It's just I'm just saying me. Just me. I would beg for a hall pass. I would be like, please.
I'm just saying you wouldn't
let
be
me
in
out.
that position to beg for one, but Monique's looking good. I don't know where you been at.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen her in a while. I just remember Monique from the show. So she might be nipped and tucked and thick and all that.
Hold on, you ain't seen her since the show.
I
mean, that's what I remember of Monique is her from the show. So right, y'all gotta pull up a picture then.
If y'all are new followers of No Panties After Dark, we play a drinking game every week. I'm gonna be drunk before we finish this segment. Every time Joe makes me do this or do this.
hey, look, right? Hey, Rock's Kitchen. You know what? I feel like if you had to ask me, Rock is that dude. He's like that homie that loves the BBWs, and he said it just like that. He's absolutely right. I done put my foot in my mouth.
You a smart man.
Absolutely. You're right. but I'm just saying, everybody has their own preference. And I'm just saying, if I was with Monique, I would be like, please give me a hall pass. Can somebody write me one, please? But that's just me.
But she don't, in all fairness, she did say she don't shave her legs. So I can't imagine what else she don't shave. I'm cleaning it up for you, Brother Joe. If she don't shave her legs, I can't imagine what else she don't shave. It ain't got nothing to do with her being a big girl. But I'm just saying.
She's by herself on that one.
She said it. She said she don't shave.
I know
her legs.
she does. She said she does not shave.
So she don't shave her legs. I mean, she don't shave other things. So
yeah, that's kind of
barbaric. That's a little barbaric for me.
Listen, baby, I'm just gonna keep it out of the way. We heard No Panties After Dark. Listen, me personally, Miss Pretty Brown Skin over here, I am paid up until August right now for all of my waxes at the European Wax Spa. And I go religiously every 4 weeks, whether anybody sees whatever I wax or not, because I just believe if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So I'm paid up to August, and when they drop the special, the promo, buy this many, get this many free, and I think it's what I pay. I normally pay like about $300 on it. They break it up into a couple payments. I'm buying it, and I'm gonna pay up for another year. I go get my toes done religiously, whether anybody sees my feet or not. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay groomed. You gotta stay ready, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. My mama raised me right. That's all I'm saying.
Girl, you a Virgo.
Hey, Greg, just hit your camera when you need to, Greg.
And your Virgo night shirt.
Your camera and your mute.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Somebody said, Rock's Kitchen said the top of that tree has all its leaves and barks. Baby, I'm sure it does.
Top of that tree has all its leaves and bark. Yeah, I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm taking another drink. So with our new setup, Joe, are you able to take us? This is all I got for celebrity news you can't use, and I don't know. Do you want to? Are we gonna pay some?
Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and go to commercial, and then after we come back from commercial, we can jump in on the main topic.
Okay.
We'll and we'll do it like that. Does that work for you?
That works for me. Now, are we still gonna make our special announcement at the end of the night? I'm sitting over here like hype because I can't wait to sell it.
Yeah. That's cool. We could do that. We could make the special announcement of a special guest that we have coming up March 1st that we want to tell y'all about, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. We had this guest on. We had this guest on 11 years ago when we first started podcasting originally, and we're bringing her back again, and now she's a whole new woman. Just a whole new woman, a mogul at this point. But we'll talk about that later. But right now, let's go ahead, hit commercial, and we'll be right back. It's No Panties After Dark, y'all.
Don't leave.
Hey folks, check out healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
No, that's not a commercial.
Habibi Trading Company, home of soap sticks and Saya Baba products. Over 400 locations at a store near you. Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, or find yours online at sayababa.com. Again, that's sayababa.com. Habibi Trading Company, where you can find fragrances to incite your senses.
No more.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most don't. Speaking on things most don't. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right, folks, we are back. No Panties After Dark. Rock's Kitchen says, girl getting her toes sucked.
I wish. But hey, listen, I just feel like those are certain things. I'm a girly girl. So you're supposed to, take her certain things, whether anybody else see. I know if them toes is done. I know if I have hairy legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to take care of yourself. Plus, it makes you feel pretty.
And that's a part, it's funny because everybody's on the self-love. I'm self-love and I'm healing and this and that. And yeah, you're right. There are certain things that like are part of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm over here wondering, should guys shave, armpits?
You should if it makes you feel pretty.
Shit,
that's the difference though. Like, guys ain't thinking about if it makes them feel pretty or feel good or whatever. I don't think, most guys, if they shave, I don't know. Some people do it. One dude told me he shaves under his arms and he's like, Joe, I don't have that much sweat no more. I'm like, really? So the sweat stopped when you shaved under your arm? Like, I didn't think that would be the case, but I don't know.
Maybe it's not as much sweat because it's not. My mama told me that when I was 13, she said she gave me a razor. She said hair equals smell because it encourages sweat. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, she started me at 13, like, shave them armpits and your pocketbook.
And why the hell my head still sweat when I go outside? I mean,
You know what? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So what do y'all ladies think? Do y'all ladies think guys should shave under their arms, like, or shave their groins?
Rock's Kitchen.
The growing a little bit, I don't like
what did Rock say?
He said Joe shave, it'll make your body look bigger.
Now the growing could be shaved a little bit on the man, but I don't
Scare
need
nobody.
a man. I don't need no hairless man. No.
That sounds like a song or some shit. I don't need no hairless man. Like a country song or some shit.
Nah, I personally, I like hair on a man in certain spots. So,
like, I don't have a lot of, like, I don't have like hair on my chest or back. You know what I mean? And I like the fact that I don't, because I've seen some werewolf looking ass dudes walk around here with hair. Like you wear a shirt and you 3 buttons down, unbuttoned, and you look like you got a whole rabbit, furry ass rabbit sitting in your chest.
I was out in Seneca Park one time, true story, and this man was walking the track, and I thought he had on a black t-shirt till I got up on him, and he did not have on a black t-shirt. It was a white dude too. True story.
Yeah.
I know that would.
If I had all that, I would shave that if I had that. That's just too gross. You know, I don't need to.
Oh Lord, we done lost you, Joe. We done lost you. He's out in the sticks. We done lost him. Brother Joe he's out. He's a hard working man, working hard for the money, doing everything that he can. And he's coming from work.
Hey, I am literally driving up 71, coming up 71 with phone in hand and joining y'all on this conversation.
Dedication
and running controls.
Dedication.
Yeah, that's dedication right there.
Dedication. He's dedicated to the cause.
You need a driver, cuz.
He sure do. No,
man.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave me a company car. They didn't give me a company human to drive it other than me.
I mean,
it's not a Tesla.
Hey, so what y'all think? No, it's not a Tesla. It's a Ford Fusion, and it's got a whole bunch of buttons and shit. I still don't know how to work. It's electric, and look, even the bright lights come on and off on their own. I'm like, how did they? I keep cutting them off, and they come on their own. But I digress. So look, when it comes to our main topic, what are we talking about? Hall passes, right?
Hall passes.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get into it. Let's get after it.
So let's get everybody's opinion. When it comes to hall passes, we're gonna go ladies first. So we're gonna let our guest, lady host, go ahead and tell us your thoughts when it comes to hall passes. When it comes to your man, not, whether you're in a relationship now or not, when it comes to being with a man, do you think hall passes work in a relationship?
This is to me another one of those things that's gonna work for individuals and what they're okay and what they're secure with, because when it comes to hall passes, it's gonna take a lot of security. Me myself, that's not something that's gonna work for me. Just like T said, last week or the week before last, sir, I can go get some wigs. There's plenty of lingerie stores, and I'll be whoever the hell you need me to be on a different day. I don't mind role playing or whatever you need me to do to be the woman that you need me to be on whatever night you need me to be. So hall passes don't exist to me. I don't know what that is, because I doubt a man is gonna allow me to have a hall pass, because if I go out there and I'm doing what he's doing on the hall pass, just like you men already know, as women, we work a little different when we mess around with somebody else. It's a little different than, some women can, fucking get up. Some women can't. Most women don't. You know what I'm saying? Especially
when you say that, what
40 years old.
When you say that, what do you mean?
When I say
are you talking about women who get emotionally attached versus those that act like men and just, fucking be out and don't have to have that emotional attachment? Okay, I see what you're saying.
And not even really that they necessarily been like men, but just sometimes some people, if they have a
no, they're being like men.
they not
That's a man thing. They're being like men. That absolutely
right.
being like men. Let's just be
that.
honest, because roles have reversed these days, right? And so you have more women than ever before that have the ability to release themselves or of any emotional attachments and cheat, where that is typically always been a man thing because it was always just about the nut. You know what I mean? It's like,
I ain't gonna argue with you on that.
Have you left yet? Woman, have you left yet? I've nutted. Have you left? Are you gone? Are you gone?
I mean,
no,
Joe
you're not
believes
gone?
in paying women to leave.
I believe in what?
Many times. As you stated many times on the show, you believe in paying women to leave.
Well, no, I'm just saying, when it comes to prostitution and whatnot, that's why a man pays for a prostitute. He pays for her to leave. That's why you're paying for a prostitute. It's
somebody
not,
you can
keep moving
without the emotional attachment.
Yeah, and then what?
They won't work for me.
And it's funny how you could pay for a prostitute. My bad. You could pay for a prostitute, and it's all good. She leaves, no problem, no emotion. You can not pay for a prostitute, somebody and whatnot, and they want to stay, and they want emotions, and they want attachments, and they want all this other stuff. It's like, you know what? Here's a couple $100. All right. You know what I mean? You turn that into a detachment. But I don't know.
I'm playing this drinking game and this rosé, and Jordan had me to take, I don't know how many drinks. I might not make it, y'all.
Only until y'all want more than what y'all think y'all want, then it's a whole different story. But yeah,
but you know what you
passes.
But a hall pass isn't necessarily cheating. A hall pass is with permission.
Yeah,
so if he gives you permission, then his feelings. So obviously, like, if he gives you permission to do it, then his feelings may not be hurt. I think hall pass is not something that I would want to incorporate into any situation that I'm in, because I just don't believe in inviting a third party. I feel like, like we talked about this before, like with threesomes, like remember we were talking about the couples that invited me to threesomes and stuff. Like, I just don't believe in bringing a third party into your bedroom, whether with permission or not permission, cheating or hall passes. I feel like that's asking for trouble. And me personally, I wouldn't be able to participate in it because I think we talked about this before. Sex is something that I hold very sacred. So that's something like I have to have some type of connection with the person for me to be intimate with them. I can't just casually have sex, which is like, we talk about this, like I date a lot, but I'm not out here screwing because I have to have some type of connection. So the hall pass wouldn't work for me because you can't get I wouldn't be able to give the full Tiandria experience to a random. So, and I wouldn't want my significant other outside giving it. But here's my thing about it also. Whether I give you permission to do it or not, I'm not gonna give you a hall pass. But shit happen. People don't always be faithful. People are not always faithful. So some people go out and they step outside a relationship, hall pass or not. It's not my job to police you, babysit you, watch you 24/7 to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You and I, like, if we have an agreement and we're locked in, then we know what is between us. So you need to be able to conduct yourself accordingly. And with that being said, if my significant other is out there and not conducting themselves accordingly, there's rules and regulations to this shit. Don't have me looking silly in these streets. Don't be out here cheating on me with people that I know. Don't be out here fucking raw, making babies and catching diseases and bringing that shit home to me. Like, there's rules and regulations to this shit. No, you cannot have a hall pass, but if you out here and you're creeping, don't let me find out about it. And we smooth.
So you saying that a dude can creep as long as he meets those qualifications?
Listen, I don't want to know anything about it. If I find out about it, I'm out, deuces. But like I said, people don't always be honest. Like, if I find, like, me personally, I don't tolerate this shit, and so I'm out. But I'm saying, like, if you're gonna do it, like, at least like have enough respect for me to wrap it up and don't have me looking stupid in these streets.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
True.
That's
So
why
I agree with Swift when she talked about it, and I definitely, agree that, ultimately, and you said something, Swift, that I wanted to elaborate on. You said that until the man starts to feel some type of way and wants more. Did you say that?
Yeah. Because, and when I'm saying that, I'm more speaking on when you're not in the relationship and you dealing with somebody when I say that, because we was hitting on something else when I said that. I think it was when you said something about paying the $200 to get out your face. You want it out your face. I said, yeah, until you don't want it out your face, because this is the thing that I feel about Hall Pass is about, and even in my experience with men, period. They'll tell you, they don't want nothing, and y'all cool, and you can deal with this person, you can deal with that person. Then the next thing you're hearing is, well, are you talking to somebody? Well, do you like him? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? So, it seems like a lot of times, and no offense to men, I love men, y'all cannot handle what you ask for.
Facts,
you ask for a hall pass, you can ask me for a hall pass, but if you give me one and I use it in the same, like I said, in the same way you gonna use it, you gonna be wondering, did that man do me right? Did he do me better than you? Did I like it? Are you creeping with him? Have you talked to him? Y'all inboxing each other? Are you falling in love with him? Because y'all think that anytime we sleep with a man, because most of the time we are emotionally involved. So then when it comes to hall passes, I'm gonna say no, because you're not gonna let me get one. So hell no, you ain't getting no hall pass. If you want to go and screw somebody else, you take your ass on out there, but don't come back to this door.
Joe, do you remember what was it, last month when we started the confessions? I'm gonna need y'all to start sending these confessions in again. The woman who said that her husband hadn't touched her since they had the baby, so she started creeping with the man at work. And the man at work had a bigger penis and a bigger bank account, and so she left him. You remember that?
She left her baby daddy?
She left her husband because he wasn't touching her. So like they had an agreement that they could have a hall pass, they could have an open marriage. And the husband came back and he was telling her, this was a wild story. That lady, that confession sent me. She said that she had agreed to it because like she was tired of not having sex in her marriage. We need to go back and see if we can find that email. She was tired of not having sex in her marriage, so she agreed to it. And he came home like the next day telling her about the women that he was meeting, showed her a couple of pictures. So she started messing with the man at work because, they had an open marriage and he gave her permission because he told her, what did he tell her? He said that he was in love with her and their marriage was perfect. He just wasn't sexually attracted to her. Something like that. Joe, you remember. She wrote that letter to us. And so she was like, okay, cool. So then she works at a bank and one of the clients came in and he had been flirting with her. And so, okay, well, we have an open marriage. My husband is messing around with these two women over here. He done brought me photos of them. He's staying out late, coming home smell like perfume, and he's giving me permission. I'm gonna start creeping with old boy over here. So she's creeping with the guy that is invested in her bank. And now his penis is bigger, his bank account is bigger. And now she left her husband because he gave her permission to have a hall pass and cheat because he wanted to cheat. That was comedy. I remember that. I died when she said that.
And I mean, and I feel what Swift Tiff is saying. I would beg to wonder who, whether any of those men that you speaking about, next time anything like that happens and you feeling wavering and whatnot, going back and forth like that, all of a sudden they want to, find out, do those men, were they raised by men or were they raised by women or both? You know what I mean? Like, I would like to know that because I'm going to tell you, a lot of the reason why we have this role reversal and whatnot is because we're dealing with a generation of boys that were raised by women. Now, that's not to knock women. It's just what it is. All right. And so there's certain. So when you start talking about emotions, if we can sit here and agree that, okay, God, whatever you believe in, made women with more emotions than men. So then if you have a generation of boys that are raised by women that grow up to be immature, emotional males, then you're going to deal with certain female traits coming from those males.
Do you really think that's a female trait, though?
What, tapping more into your emotions? Absolutely, yes. That is it. More women
taps into their emotions, though.
Yeah, but but key words, more. Okay, women are more emotional than men.
Really, you think that? I think men are
absolutely
emotionally unstable creatures for most part.
No, I think that women, as it's been since creation, are more emotional than men.
We're men. We're the nurturers, but I wouldn't say. I don't know.
But isn't that a part? But isn't that that's a part of the nurturing?
That's part of the nurturing. I'm gonna agree with you there. That's part of the nurturing, but I don't agree that women are more emotional than men.
What? So who's more the nurturer? Are men more nurturing or women more nurturing?
You don't have to be emotional to be
hold on. Hold on. Who's more nurturing?
Women,
men or women?
Women.
Okay. And you just said that emotions is a big part of that nurturing. So it's like if a kid goes to a dad's gonna handle it this way. Hey boy, get your ass up. You know, get back up. You all right? You all right? Get back up. Whereas a mom may more so be prone to, oh my baby. I done seen some mamas at high school football games run out on that field when they got coaches, doctors, and everybody else, but the mamas ran out, my baby. You know what I mean?
No, you don't go out and check on your kid though. And I think anybody gonna do that. Mama.
That's less likely. That's less likely to happen with men because again, we understand there's coaches, there's a whole game, there's a whole process here. So you're talking the difference in logic, more so, versus illogical.
Nah, bro, you losing me, bro.
I have this conversation often. I promise you, I have this conversation often with grown men.
But that same grown man let his woman cheat on him. The man gone, all the air is out of his chest.
I'll tell you, men aren't equipped.
His stomach, throw it up.
Look at what Shannon Dixon said. Historically, men weren't raised to be emotional people. Now, because a lot of men are raised by single women, today's man is more emotional, like women are by nature. So if you have this conversation with 10 people, you're gonna have more people that would agree with the idea that women are more emotional than men. Like that's society has perpetuated that throughout movies and everything else. Like it's a normalcy, and we understand that. You know, I mean,
I think men put up that facade of having to be tough.
Oh, facade. Well, I mean, but again,
it's a facade.
I wouldn't say that it's a facade. It's just how men are taught different as to how to deal with their emotions. The reason why you got young kids out here doing stupid stuff like, okay, if your tennis shoe gets stepped on, so then you pull out a gun and you shoot them. That's an emotional thing.
That's a very emotional reaction.
Exactly. So that young man, you go do the research, raised by a woman more so. Where did he learn to just fly off at the handle like that and not have the ability?
She's not likely to pull out a gun and shoot you.
No, I mean, but we're still talking emotion. We're not saying issue for issue, but we're saying as far as dealing with emotions, men deal with emotions differently. So men will keep things to themselves. Men may go talk to other men about things, but they're not keep things to themselves. So they're not going to.
Yeah, just say what Joe is saying, and it's mostly true by society's nature. We're taught to keep everything within. We taught that I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say punks, but
right. But
we can't show the emotion,
right.
We have to have a tough exterior. We're supposed to have a tough exterior, now we're not supposed to show the inside. And it's basically what Joe is saying. Men can be emotional, but it's one of the things that we won't show it for. And that's just the way we were raised. Now Greg and I, we probably remember that. Whereas there's a generation of young boys. I know some that are just stupid and they are emotionally retarded. So a lot, and I can sit there and look at those boys and see that they were raised by women, not just even the mom, but damn, the fact that they got sisters and everything else. Yeah, they're raised by women. So
true story. I was dating this man. This is funny. I don't know, and you can tell that he was raised by women. T, do I have any clean panties?
What?
Excuse me, sir. He asked me if he had any clean panties. Excuse me, sir. Do I have any clean panties? I was like, you wear panties? Yeah. I was like, you wear panties. And so he was raised by his mom and his sisters. They call underwear panties. So he called underwear panties.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff out there. I find it weird when grown men call their kids, their sons, sweetie. I think that's weird. And I've seen it among, different men, mostly white men that call their sons sweetie. But I've seen a couple brothers that did the same thing. I think that's weird. So, that depending on how you was raised, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be, changed. But there's certain traditional things that are literally the same. And when it comes to a man, when you got these men out here, I'm telling you, what you're dealing with right now, that's why that first question should be, who raised you?
Who raised you?
Who was your mentor? Who do you look up to? Who do you look up to now? Who are you talking to now as an elder? And if a guy doesn't have other men to look up to and talk to now, yeah, well, guess what? You hard pressed to have a hall pass at all. Cause on that other side, like Swift Tip said, let her go out and do something when he said yes to the hall pass. Yeah, he's
the
hall
pass was for him. It was not for the woman.
No, they never for us.
Him.
No, then they start wondering, you doing to him what you do to me. You doing this. That's why those hall passes don't work for me also, especially because of the fact that it's the unknown too that I don't like about something like it. Like, I give you a hall pass, you might like this woman's character more than mine, and I ain't feeling that. I ain't trying to give you no permission to go out and meet somebody you're gonna like better than you like me.
Right.
Call it jealous, call it insecure, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not. The truth is, people can mesh well with multiple people. I'm not ready to say to my man, go ahead and go find you somebody that you can mesh well with, possibly where you want to spend more time with her than you do me. That's past the physical, because physical is just one aspect of it. You can like that part, but if they like you more than they like the physical, then homegirl's in trouble now.
And I was just having this
particular keep you around so long.
I was just having this particular conversation with a good friend of mine. We've been friends for a very long time, and he's in a committed relationship, and they have an agreement where it's not necessarily a hall pass, but they out there together. So like if they're out and he sees something that he likes, they'll bring it home and do it together and do her together. And so he has permission
like a pet.
Right.
Like a pet,
So he
like,
has
you know,
permission to do what he wants to do. She just got to be there. And he was like, you know, and then if, you know, saying whoever they bring home, if they don't want to have sex with his girlfriend, she's like, cool, that's fine. You can still smash. I just got to be in the room. And he's like, man, I ain't never gonna fuck that up. He's like, I could do everything I want to do. I'm like a kid in the candy store. I get to play with all the toys. As long as my girl is there, I'm never gonna mess this up by messing around.
And that's why it ain't gonna be fun to him after he do it so long, because he's getting permission. The whole point of them doing it, y'all know the whole point of y'all doing what y'all do when y'all deal with another woman is the thrill. The thrill of getting caught, the thrill that you're not supposed to be doing.
No.
Tell the truth.
No, that's not the thrill of getting caught.
It does.
It's not the thrill. It's not the thrill of getting caught. It's just the enjoyment of some different ass. That's what that's about.
That you ain't supposed to be doing.
Supposed to or not. Let me tell you something. That dude right there, he's never going to get tired of it. Why? Because of variety, and his girl is with it. So he gets to have different women.
It's gonna be the point where he's gonna start wondering if his woman really cares about him at that point, because she's around it.
No, he actually.
That's what I feel.
Why she bring both of them? She bring both of them. She bring them all drinks. Like, look, one drink for you, baby girl. What's your name again? I forgot. We just met you. And one drink for me.
Until the wheels start to turning in his head, why is she allowing me to do this? What's she doing?
No, we
were
talking about that the other day. You know, he was like, you know, she had been around since, you know, forever. So I think it's one of those situations where she has just always wanted to be with him. And she said, if I ever get the chance to be with this man, I'm gonna do whatever. So he know that she gonna do whatever to keep him happy. He said, I'm never gonna fuck this up because she lets me do whatever I want to do, and she still racks with me. Never gonna fuck this up. Why would I fuck this up by going to fuck bitches behind her back?
I ain't never known.
Yeah, when he don't even have to.
Well, if that works for them, all power to him, because I definitely don't knock them. I don't knock what nobody do. If that's what works for them, they okay with it. I just can't do it. Because, see, I feel like me, if I was in the room and I'm watching my man touch another woman, I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's all I can say. So
I've said in the beginning of a relationship, I have said, listen, just so we lay all this out, just let it be known we can rock this relationship in many different ways. Now, in the beginning of the relationship, setting that tone and say, hey, you know, if we need to do it, you know, this way where we not so monogamous, where we have more of an open relationship, hey, we can do that. In the beginning of a relationship, it's cool to set that tone if you know that's where y'all want to go. But we're not about to, you know, we've been together for however long. Now we got all these feelings and attachments to each other, and then we just gone out there and we about to change things up. Nah, I'm personally not with that. So I agree with you on that, Swift Tiff, and it definitely does depend on the couple and to each his own, and I don't knock nobody for doing what they do. But Greg,
Yes,
my man, which I'm trying to get to where I'm not using your government.
Mr. Late Night G.
Let me see, Mr. Late Night G. What's your thoughts on this when it comes to hall pass? Would you because that's supposed to be just like a you know, kind of just like a one-time thing. And then even in some of the shows, there was a movie out there where it was all about hall passes.
Yeah, it was called Hall Pass too.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. The redhead lady and all that.
The fake
yeah, and what they did, the ladies pretty much did it, and the men like never got around to doing anything. Like they thought that's what they wanted. Like the men thought that's what they wanted, but they really didn't, because they were so in love with their ladies. But they tried, but they failed. So I don't know.
Yeah, and that's another thing I feel like that we were running into with the hall pass, the double standard. A lot of men want it, like we said, but they don't want to give it. It'll be a one-way street. It ain't gonna be a two-way street, and y'all know it. It's not.
I'm gonna tell you,
I
honestly,
mean,
me personally,
it's a man's world. Go ahead, late night.
Diego said people
That's
are
true,
sure
Diego.
today whether they do or don't consent. I agree with that.
That's
So I said
true.
earlier, I agree with that's why I said what I said earlier. Like, hey, listen, if you out there doing it without my consent, just don't have me looking dumb in these streets. Because once I find out, we good.
Yeah,
I'm
it should
done.
show up to your doorstep.
Do not bring that to my
Don't be
doorstep.
messy.
It was somebody that I know, and he was cheating on his wife. One of my good friends, he was cheating on his wife, and the other woman caught feelings, and she sent the wife a birthday card.
damn.
I was like,
See,
whoa.
I
See?
feel like men should always expect the woman that they cheating with to catch feelings, even if she might not. Y'all should expect it because
I'm
y'all
gonna
said
agree. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Absolutely.
It's a connection.
yeah, y'all should expect it because you said it yourself. Women are
Hey.
emotional. You should
Hey.
expect it.
Connection.
Exactly.
And
So I was about to say that.
I need to have a connection before I can be intimate with somebody. It doesn't necessarily, we don't have to necessarily be in a relationship. Like, we don't got to go together, but like, I need some type of a connection in order to be intimate with you. So obviously, like, if we have that connection and now we've added sex to the equation, feelings are naturally going to develop on both sides.
Okay, so let's go
Absolutely.
back. Let's go back to the whole thing, like we said before. Women are more emotional than men. Okay,
I wasn't
y'all
disagreeing
just
with you.
literally laid that all out.
with you. I wasn't
I'm saying
disagreeing
it's-
with you on that part. I'm emotional, so I'm not gonna disagree anyway. I'm an emotional human being. So, but yeah, when it comes to women, I agree that we are a little bit more emotional. But I can see what you was talking about too, T. I understood you completely when the question you was asking, because men are extremely emotional. It's just different. It's like a different way that
It's different type of
that
emotion.
is put out.
So I
It's
mean,
just
like,
put out
if
different.
we have a connection, so like, like I said, in order for me to take that step, there has to be some type of a connection. It's gonna be on both ends. You know what I'm saying? You feel connected to me, I feel connected to you. So those feelings are gonna be, once the feelings start developed, it's not gonna be just me with the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And more often than not, I'll be all the way real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, more often than not, the man normally gets the feelings first before I do.
That's a Virgo. That's a Virgo in you. That's me too. It takes a while for me to get
Virgo
there.
energy.
Yeah, because I run real quick. You start telling me you love me, and this soon or early in the relationship, I'm out of there. You ain't gonna believe it.
That's definitely a red flag. But it's like I said, I don't have to have a relationship. Like, we don't gotta go together, but I need to feel some type of a connection. Like, I gotta feel connected to you. Not out here just hunching just to be hunching. Like, it's gotta be something there.
It is something there.
Right.
A dick.
Now, when I was younger, the casual thing was fun, and I did been there and done that. But at the age that I am now, that's cutthroat.
The casual
Ain't nobody
thing was
got time
fun
for that.
until I got stalked a couple of times, and so I've had a couple stalkers, so I don't do the casual thing anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. No one can
what
stop
it
another from
Absolutely
what
true,
they
Shane.
want to do. They'll just do it without permission. That's facts. And as adults, we know, like, if we locked in and that we have a commitment, I know that we have a commitment. That's up to you to keep that.
Right.
It's not up to me to police you.
Hey, and Rock is absolutely right. You see what he said? He said it ain't the thrill of being caught. It's about hearing her and feeling her quiver. It's a conquest. Yeah, you want something different. You want to get this different thing, and you want to make this different thing do some things that you wish your other one would do.
You're like Eddie Murphy.
Rock always on her talking about some strange, ain't he? He wants some strange. That's all it is. Ain't that what they call it? Strange, something new.
I don't know why we got so many damn slangs and shit for stuff, and it's like, dude, why can't we just say what the hell we mean? Like, now you talking about we want some strange. I don't want no strange. I want some regular cheating pussy. I mean, what the hell are we talking about some strange for?
Strange. So I mean, regular cheating pussy is strange. It's strange to you. You ain't had it before. It's a stranger.
That shit ain't strange. It's normal. I know exactly what that pussy gonna be like. And the question is, how good is it? Like, it's not strange. That's it's just a cheat. Like, you know. I just don't understand.
Gosh.
We always do this slang stuff for everything.
I'm getting
slang is out there. It makes you feel kind of silly when you don't know what it means. You be scared to ask what it means because then people make you feel all stupid and stuff because you don't know what it means.
Man,
I be asking. I ask my children because my children, they be knowing. My oldest is 17, he'll be 18 soon. I just ask my children, and then he do that. He's like, "Mama, you so funny. Mama, you are hilarious." I be like, "For real."
And they start early, y'all. So Valentine's Day was yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
T, did you see the letter that my daughter received?
Yes, I did see that. That was
so my
cute.
daughter's 14, Joe.
It was cute.
What happened?
It was cute, but it scared me because he sounded just like the dudes that be trying to talk to me right now. And I'm like, see, well, some little young boy likes my child. So yesterday, he threw a letter and ran. So the letter's like, I don't believe in Valentine's Day. First off, that first sentence. So many men say that. I was like, oh my gosh, he's 14, telling you already he don't believe in Valentine's Day.
But he learned it from somebody else.
Yes, and so he said, I just wanted to give you something to make you smile, I guess. And then he said, here you go, pretty. Like, and then he gave her $10. It was a cute gesture. Like I said, it was a handwritten letter with $10.
It's some grown ass women that ain't even get that for Valentine's.
My point exactly, and that's what I'm like. This little boy that came to my daughter the same way these men been coming to me lately, talking about pretty. I said, then he tried to use that little line. I'm just, look, y'all start early. Y'all men start early with the game. So yeah.
Man, all I know is it's and it's so hard when it comes to the kids. I know we talking about hall passes, but when it comes to the kids, it's like you said, they starting early. Social media is out there. So do we stop it? Do we take it away? I think I heard something recently where they're talking about a law that would I think limit the age or lower the age of kids.
16 before you can get on social media. They just
it's like it anyways. That's why they make up their birth dates on different dates. That's all they're gonna do.
Exactly.
But they need to do something because again, I think they're doing that because now we're talking about the bullying and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
How do y'all feel about that though? With the hall passes and stuff we talking about now, it seems like it's gonna be obsolete when the kids is older. They so different now. I feel like they're gonna all be mixing and mingling.
They already are because now
they're running away from commitment now.
I'm talking about male and females. They all gonna be mixing and mingling.
Oh yeah, they trying to be.
Thing is bisexual anymore. Everybody is sexually fluid. We go always.
Yeah. So it's like.
I ain't gonna knock anybody that's like it, but y'all gotta have all that bullshit.
I ain't gonna knock it. It's just
Not that Joda when it got sexy on us. I'm done. Hey.
What's happening, Captain?
Hey. Nah, I'm just getting back in. Just get back in from work.
Truthfully, it sucks when you get a new girl and she's worse in bed than the main girl. Keep it real. Diego, my man.
You get a new girl.
And she's worse in bed than the main girl. You just didn't bring that freak out of her, Diego. Do better.
But I got a question. You got a new girl, so the new girl is your other woman, or she's, because you saying the new girl, so you mean like when you add somebody?
Yeah, he said it right there. He said she's worse in bed than the main girl.
Than the main girl. So he's talking about like if they doing a threesome type thing.
No, he ain't talking about a threesome. He's just saying the main girl versus the new girl who, right now she's in a halo position where we don't know if she could potentially become the new girl or she could just get shoved to be just a side chick. But we don't know yet.
In bed than the main girl, I'm sure he gonna get rid of her anyway.
Yeah, he either gonna get rid of her or she gonna get pushed to become a side chick or maybe a side chick. You just never know.
Or he can look at it this way: if it's bad, then it can only get better, right?
You gotta bring it up out of. You gotta pull it out.
If that were true, if that were true, there would be a lot of like better relationships out. That is not true.
You gotta bring it out of the.
Well, if people learn how to communicate with their people and tell them they're not getting out of it what they want to get out of it, then they probably could. But everybody ain't gonna open their mouth about that type of stuff. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut.
Because I call it an experience. I need a connection in order to give you the experience. So maybe there's no connection there. That's why it's so dry.
But you just said something key, Swift Tip. You said communication. Now, so think about the world that we live in today, where people are less likely to communicate now than they were 10 years ago. You know, I mean, give me 6 feet. So our whole society is moving towards a lack of communication, to where we talking to robots and whatnot more than we talk to each other, to where we looking at social media on our phone. You have 2 people sitting in a room, and one of them is strolling through social media when there's plenty of questions and conversations they could be having with the person sitting, you know, on the other side of the room, to get to know them even more, to get deeper a connection with them.
And texting them. Like we're sitting on the couch together and I'm scrolling social media, and I'm sending you reels and shit. We're texting each other and we're sitting in the room. That shit's whack.
Well, that's retarded if you're sitting in the room texting each other. And like Rock said, hey, I ain't got time to teach. You know, as you get older, then, you know, most men as they get older ain't really trying to chill.
Who's to say that you're not the one that's really bad? You might think it's her, but she might be bad.
Well, I mean, okay, so
you gotta do better.
Okay,
do better.
Okay, all right, Jocelyn. I mean, I'm just saying, don't take everything and think that it doesn't, because everything always applies to the woman just like it applies to the man. Just because I said, you know, man, I couldn't say, well, for the men and the women, you know what I mean? So just know that it always does apply on the other side. You know what I mean? What she's about to be.
The only reason why I said that is because he said he ain't got time to teach. That's the only reason why I said that was because, you know,
and that's for him.
Yeah, I'm just saying he might be the one that needs to be taught.
True, and so that works on both sides. Because Rock got a couple years on him. You know, me and him might be about the same age.
Not a couple years on him.
Like you know, I mean, I'm 75 years old, and so I just look real young. You know, I eat squash. But
I'm only 25.
Yeah, because you eat squash too. You eat squash and eggplant.
That's facts. All the eggplant, all squash. Facts.
You eat a lot of eggplant.
You ain't shit. It's good nutrients.
Exactly. Yep. Look at what it did for little Kim. She turned into a whole lion. She's now
there you go.
She's now a lion. Don't act like Lil' Kim don't look like a lion. She really does look like a giant cat.
Like a gnome from
walking around on her.
Lil' Kim used to be so beautiful. She used to be so.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. She was
so
cute.
She did. She used to be so beautiful before she decided to become an avatar. When did she decide to become an avatar? I don't understand.
She got tired of being a bad bitch.
Yeah, then she just became a bad-looking bitch.
When he got with Faith, and she thought that it was her goal was to try to be light-skinned and have as many European-looking features as she could have, and it just didn't work for her. She was already cute.
She is not even light-skinned. Don't say that. She's brown-skinned. She's like light caramel.
No, I said when Biggie got with Faith, she wanted to get as many European features as she could get. You know, like the nose, all the, you know.
But I think that's a societal. I think that is a Hollywood entertainment societal thing. Do y'all think that? Because they said even Jay-Z got a nose job, but I mean, he really needed it though. His nose like literally would come through the album.
He got a nose job, but he didn't get a lip reduction.
I'm not great.
I mean, he still wanted to look like Sambo. I mean,
he's still like Joe Cool. So what the hell?
Nah, I do think it's a Hollywood thing though. It's weird though because most people, I guess when I be looking at them people after they get them surgery, I be thinking, why would anybody else want to do it after they see somebody else's get messed up? But I guess they be like, I'm gonna be the shit with mine.
Listen, but wait a minute. Have y'all seen? Speaking of surgery, my good sis, SZA. SZA makes you want to go and go to the DR and get a like I'm about to go get on the table because I need to.
Yeah, her body's bad.
She looked the fuck good.
Her and Teyana Taylor too. They got some bad bodies.
Teyana Taylor's natural, ain't she?
Yep.
But SZA is not. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't know SZA wasn't natural. I didn't know SZA wasn't natural.
Like you were saying, like you see these bodies, what makes you want to go do it? SZA makes me want to go do it. Okay. And if I got you. Shit, that's between me, the surgeon, and my bank account. If I go do it, because SZA looks the fuck good. Why? Oof. Why, Joe?
But people mostly look funny when they get a nose job, though.
Why did you
do you see that? Did you see that?
Why would you do
you know what?
See, listen. Let's categorize this properly. She used to be a beautiful woman even before she got in the. I mean, look at this right here.
Eyes sitting up higher than the other.
Look at this right here. Look at this right here, and look at this right here. Even right here, she was a little cutie, but right here, she looked like she is on Edward Scissorhands movies. Like I don't understand. She looks like you know what the correct word to call her? She looks like a monstrosity. She looks like a monstrosity. That's what she look like.
I wonder what her child is gonna feel like when they get older and they don't look nothing like mommy.
But her little girl has her original face.
That's what I'm saying. Like her daughter gonna have questions.
What the hell?
Like you ain't even gonna be if she have a baby. Like how can you even tell it's hers? But how can you even tell the baby's hers?
She got a little girl.
She do got a baby.
What the hell? What is this right here? What is this? I don't even know what that is.
She got better.
Like it looks like she put a mask over herself and went out in public.
They even put makeup on her eyebrows.
That's the mask from Set It Off, right?
Like she said, listen, I want to put a mask of Lil' Kim on. And she put it on and went out. And the lips don't move. She just talked through it like a mime or some shit. Like I'm just saying, bro. Like
I cannot stand you. I hate
like she looks horrible.
I hated her.
Hey.
We're not going to do my good sis. We are not going to do my good sis. We're not going to do this tonight. You're not going to talk about my good sis.
Stop. What'd you say last week? Stop. Stop.
Go to her picture before she had surgery, Joe. She was an attractive woman.
I've always wondered about Wendy Williams. I did not understand.
We're not going to talk about my good sis, though.
I told her this window.
Look, is this her before she?
No, that's Sherry Shepherd.
That's her before picture.
We just determined we going to go to hell tonight. See, we were supposed to be behaving. You was just determined that we going to hell tonight in head.
I don't know what the hell happened over here. I don't know who did what. But damn.
We're not gonna do my good sis. Wendy. Yeah, we're not gonna do her.
Well, we can leave Wendy alone and let's talk about Sherry Shepherd. What the hell happened, girl? God.
Sherry said that, Sherry's like Wendy. She like her party in the front and not in the back. We're gonna let Sherry be great.
Hey, I'm all about it.
Hey, listen, Sherry got invited to a sit down with Monique and Monique's husband. So I wonder what Monique's husband tried to use his hall pass on Sherry Shepherd. But speaking of hall pass, what do y'all think about the whole? I know we've talked about this before, but the whole Will and Jada situation. Like they invented the hall pass within the marriage, didn't they?
I don't think they invented it. They just brought it out in public more.
because I remember living in Miami, and I remember times. I remember I was at Club Bed one time, and Will and what's Dwayne Wade's wife name again?
Gabrielle Union.
Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, Will and Gabrielle Union was chilling on one of the beds together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and he was with Jada. So, you know, I feel like they just brought it out more. But I mean, hall passes been around for a minute. I think, didn't Jesus have a hall pass?
Jesus, how did Jesus get into this?
What was it, Ruth? Methuselah, something like that. I forget her name.
How did Jesus get into this?
God gave him a hall pass.
How did you bring Jesus into this?
You know, they say he might have a baby out there.
Listen, I was telling my coworker, my homegirl came to visit me from Detroit. I was telling her about Peter Hayes on your show, saying that Jesus had a baby daddy.
He did. His name was Zachariah. And that's why they went. That's why they was pregnant and went walking, because the wife, Zachariah's wife, put them out after she found out that Zachariah banged Mary. And here we got a whole Bible designed around it that's 2,000 years old.
That story ain't gonna never not be funny. Peter going on the earth saying Jesus had a baby daddy.
Yep. That's the last time we was on there.
That's never going to not be funny. Like, I was telling that, I couldn't even get the story out without laughing today, because it's never going to not be funny. Peter is a wild man.
He said Madonna out there looking weird too. Look, the reality is all this celebrity stuff. See, the problem in our society these days, we pay too much attention to these damn celebrities. Like, I give two fucks, literally. But that's why we call it celebrity news you can't use, because I mean, the reality is, okay, we talk about it, folks, but I mean, some of y'all look up to these celebrities as if they are your deities, and you model your life after them. It's like, oh, hashtag goals. I mean, there's so many different variables with them versus you. So, you know, that should not be who you looking up to. Celebrityism is not who you should be looking up to. You need to find somebody close in your circle. If you ain't got nobody in your circle, find a different circle, because apparently your circle sucks and you need to get a new one.
My circle is bomb.com. I have a lot of powerful Black women in my circle. I love it.
And men.
And you.
I said and men.
Yeah. Joe is
I ain't the only dude in your circle.
No, you're not the only dude in my circle, but you're definitely one of my favorite people in the world. I'll tell anybody that. You're definitely one of my most favorite people in the whole world. Definitely one of my best friends in the whole world. And somebody I know that, you know, Joe and I, we have a high level of trust. So it's somebody that I really trust. I trust his opinion on a lot of things.
And I will tell you the truth.
And he will tell me the truth. He will not sugarcoat it. And he will get my ass together. I'll be like, I feel so seen.
This thing, everybody needs a friend that'll tell them the truth.
Yeah, and he is that friend that will tell me the truth. I'll be like, I feel so seen. But you know what? You're right. I'm going to tighten up.
Hey, you know, we all need that. I'm one of those people. I believe that if I'm around you, like physically, and there's a booger in my nose and you're shorter than me, and you didn't tell me, then we're not friends. I mean, we're really not friends, because you should tell me if there's a booger in my nose. Like, that's some friend shit. Like, hey, bro, you got, you know, you might want to, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know that. I don't want to be walking around here booger dangling and whatnot, and ain't nobody telling me I got a booger in my nose. You should tell me that. And if you don't, we're not friends.
Facts.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. I need them to tell me about my booger friends. Them the type of friends.
You got a good client, and you know they see this shit hanging out your nose that your friend could have told you about. You know?
Exactly. Every time you talk, the booger talk with it. You know what I mean? It's vibrating. Every time your mouth opens, vibrate, your booger's vibrating too. So nah.
And I'm definitely shorter than Joe, so I guess I'm gonna be on booger patrol when we hang out.
Yeah, you better be.
Because I'm definitely shorter than Joe. Y'all know I'm shorter than the month of February.
Yeah, well, you put on heels, you still short.
How tall are y'all? How tall are you, Joe?
I'm 5.
I'm 5'8.5".
And I'm
okay.
5'3". I had on heels. True story. We got the pictures on Instagram and on our Facebook page. I have on heels, and he's still taller than me. I was chilling with my friend the other day when we had our Valentine's Day date and went to Burger Boy. He was like, "Goodness, woman, that burger is bigger than you." He calls me the little woman. It's so cute. It's so cute and so endearing when he calls me the little woman.
Aww.
It's so cute.
Yeah, the average height of black men in the United States is 5'7".
So this guy's 5'8.5".
And
I beat the average.
What's your height, Mr. Late Night?
What's that?
What's your height?
My height's 5'11.75".
Oh, okay. Y'all some kind of
It
short.
seems like you taller than that, Mr.
Y'all
Late
some
Night
kind of
G.
short men.
It depends on what shoes I'm wearing that day.
But now, so
I'm wearing some Air Max. I'll be over 6 foot.
But my friend, he's 5'11". He calls me the little woman. He was like, "You're so little and you're so short." I'm like, "Hey, but my booty's so big. When we sit down next to each other, I be taller than you."
Well, I'm 5'6.5".
Rock's Kitchen said he's 6'1". Yeah, so I'm the only McMidget here. I'm shorter than the month of February. It is what it is.
It's okay.
It is what it is. My personality tall though.
Yeah, my swagger is like 6'7". I'm telling you, my swagger is tall. I ain't even gonna lie to you about that. Yeah.
It be cute when people meet me in person. They be like, "I thought you were gonna be taller." Well, like what you thought, wrong. I'm short. This way. I love it.
So just diving back in, hall passes. I think, most of us can agree, and I think most people out there would agree that in relationships, the goal is not to give your significant other the option to go fuck off and find someone else. I mean, you know what I mean? That's kind of what a hall pass is hey, fuck off and go find someone else. And that's not really the goal. The goal is to, okay, we got issues, we got problems, we got shit we got to work on. Let's work that out.
But do you think the hall pass helps or hinders that? Like, do you think like you go like, okay, we got issues, let's get this hall pass. Do you feel like that might help the relationship? Or you think it might
has more problems?
I say hinder. I think it'll hinder it.
You
ain't doing nothing but adding somebody else into the equation. That's going to be a problem too.
Yeah,
she like you enough.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right. I mean, anybody can catch feelings. The man can catch feelings just the same. I can see a person being in a situation where, especially if you're in an unhappy relationship, and then you go and you get this hall pass.
You be like, I'm outside.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you go find somebody. Because, for most men, if you're in an unhappy relationship, then it's like the hall pass would be like a weight lifted off your shoulder. And same thing with, like, even if it's a hall pass that you gave yourself, and you go find somebody else, the weight is lifted off your shoulder, because now you're like, shit, I'm about to leave this one right here because she's on butt all the time. You know what I mean?
But you're gonna go back home to it, right? And then you go back home to it, then you're gonna want another hall pass because she's still gonna be getting on your damn nerves. Ain't that gonna change?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. You'll go out there and find what you really want, and then what you got at home ends up not being what you want anymore. So, I mean, I feel like it does open up a can of worms. Yeah. Definitely opens up a can of worms. So, I don't know.
I'm looking to see, can I find this letter that lady sent us? Because that was some wild shit.
Yeah.
Here it is. I found it. Hall pass. My husband asked me for an open marriage because he wasn't attracted to me anymore. About 1 year ago, my husband, 48 male, told me, female, 39, he wasn't attracted to me anymore. I understood because since my son, male 4, was born, he hadn't had sex with me. He said he loves me more than anything in the world, and the rest of the relationship is perfect. but he needed to have sex or he would go crazy. I was taken aback, but then I started asking, what was the definition of an open marriage? And we discussed it over a few weeks. And to be honest, I was feeling sexually deprived, and the idea started to grow on me. So I said yes and asked him if there were any rules. He said that usually a couple has their own rules. So our rules were no bringing him home and using protection. And also very clear, he wanted to know who the other persons were and when. Then when the when was to plan our days, he was meeting a new woman within a week. He told me everything, showed me pictures, and was gone most of the nights. Not gonna lie, I feel like shit, but I thought that I need to give it time. I was more careful, however, because I needed to know the people that I was going to have sex with. One of the guys is a client, Jay, male, 36, at the bank I work for. Not my client, but he's been extra chatty with me. Jay and I have been having a relationship for the last 6 months. He treats me like a princess. He's very successful, makes more money than my husband, better looking than my husband, and the sex is the best I've ever had. How do I tell my husband I want a divorce?
And dude was younger too. I heard that about 12 years younger. Did she say her husband was 48, dude 36?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh yeah, husband was in trouble the minute that she got in bed with dude. He gonna bring all that young energy and passion. She ain't even gonna think about nothing, but she ain't gonna be able to get past the sex. She gonna get all that young sex that she ain't had in all them years and all that shit. Yeah, she lost her mind. She ready to leave her husband. Y'all know what they say? Whenever she start liking new dude, it's over for whatchamacallit. Ain't that what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
That's why I was like asking for a hall pass. I was just asking for problems, and that's exactly what he got. He didn't want to touch her, so his thing was he didn't, because I don't find you attractive anymore. Nobody's gonna find you attractive.
That's why they always mess up.
And he thought wrong, didn't he? Because Jay
where they
said,
always
"Come over
mess
here,
up,
baby. Let me love you with all my money and my big bank account and my bigger penis, and I'm better looking." Jay said, "Come on over here, baby. You are valued. I would treat you like a princess."
Like Brother Yah has said before, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to think deep or dig deep when I hear stuff like that, because okay, so for instance, Mr. Late Night G, can we agree that with men being more visual, okay, because again, we're talking about traits that typically belong to one versus the other. I know y'all want to compete, but it's all good. This is, still a man's world. But when you say that, Mr. Late Night G, you can agree that we are more visual, right?
Yep, I proved that the last week.
Yeah. So with that in mind, then if women are more emotional, men are more visual. With women, if you can dig deep and you get her here, then you get her here, right? Okay, emotion. With men, there's a certain level of looks in the beginning of that relationship, right? We look and we're like, oh, she's cute. Then we get to know a little bit more. But initially, there's the visual, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about that situation that you just read, I know, for instance, I practice calling my lady beautiful, gorgeous, cutie, wonderful. Like, I say all of those things purposefully.
You speak life into her.
But in the reality, for me, what do affirmations do? How do affirmations work? You continue to speak the same things over and over. You're trying to trick your subconscious mind.
Right.
All right. So for me, I'm always enthralled by how she looks, her beauty, her booty, her cutiness. Why? Because I'm always speaking on that. I'm always talking about that. It's like affirmations. So even with what you just read, T, then I'm kind of thinking, even in a situation like that, if you ain't speaking that back and forth to your significant other, you can with a lack of communication or a lack of verbiage like that, you can kind of talk yourself out of being attracted to something.
That's facts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So with respect to that, I feel like if you in a relationship, you got to, because everybody's got to play a part. This isn't just one-sided. Both of y'all got to be working hard at this. So if she think that her man ain't handsome no more, this, that, and the other, well, when's the last time you told him? When's the last time you told him he looked nice? When's the last time you told him he looked good, you know, in that outfit? When's the last time you told him his smile looked good, or whatever the case may be? When's the last time you found anything on him to say, hey, he looks great in? Because that's not for him. That's for you.
That's for you. Right. And I totally believe that wholeheartedly. Like, I remember, like, you know, it's no secret, I'm sapiosexual. So I'm attracted to smart men. So I was dating somebody, like, I wasn't necessarily like physically attracted to him at first. I was more attracted to his mental, but, you know, I did call him handsome every day. And after a while, like, that attraction grew. Like, I wasn't attracted to you physically at first, but now, like, I look at you and you so fine, I can't stand it. Like, those words have power.
Yeah, absolutely. Words have power.
Will grow.
Yep.
That's why the lack of communication is the biggest issue in the world today, which is tearing down all type of relationships, from business to many others.
Come on, Mr.
That's because the relationship was based on sex when it started. When sex is gone, or he lost interest because she became unattractive. Absolutely. You got to have more than just dicking her down, y'all. You know,
they didn't have a connection.
Yep. Absolutely. And so that's what it was with those two. But in trying to perpetuate that connection, watch your words. Your words have power. The things that you say. If you ain't, you know, because again, like I said, telling her she's beautiful, gorgeous, that ain't just for her. That's for me too.
The
you know
power
what I mean?
of life and death is in the tongue. We know that. We've been
keep
talking
that going.
A little.
Yeah. And all of that. And even now, I don't tell her that based on just like her physical looks. Now it's a situation where, you know, being, again, sapiosexual, just attracted to her whole essence. You know what I mean? But it has to do with words that were spoken. That's how it started. So again, communication is so key, and your words, talking, is the basic, you know, smallest form of communication there is, versus after you get past the talking, how do we connect here? How do we connect here? You know what I mean? Now we talking on different levels, higher levels of communication at that point. And so that's exactly what my man's is saying here. When sex is gone, you know what I mean? But see, that's the difference in dealing with like a male grown adult child that focuses on food, sex, and shelter. When he's dating, I'm sorry to tell y'all, ladies, y'all deal with a lot of males because that's what they look for. They look for some place to stay, some food to eat.
They are, like I like to call them, hobosexuals. That is a requirement. I ain't gonna lie, that's a requirement to date me. And I'm gonna ask you this on the first date: where do you live? Who lives with you? You have to have your own place, because don't think that you're gonna date me and get in a relationship with me because you're homeless and you need somewhere to stay. That's the requirement. Like, more often than not, and it's sad that in our age group, because you know I'm 25, in our age group, there are a lot of men out there that don't have a place to stay. They are dating.
It's word. It's word. That's why I told you, when they say I love you too soon,
they looking for shit
out of there. Because dude, how you love me? What you love about me? Because I'm still trying to even like you.
Because you have a place to live. And you know what? Like,
I like the way you said this.
I was dating a guy, and he was like, "Yeah, do you want to come over to my place and chill?" And I got so excited, like, I can come over to your house.
I know, it's a whole different vibe.
You got a home I can come to? Because these men, these men our age, because I'm 25, they don't got no home you can go to. So that's one of the interview questions on the first date. First, I'm gonna ask you, who raised you? Were you raised on love or survival? Where do you work at? Do you have a job? Where do you live? Who lives with you? And then last but not least, are you in a relationship? Are you seeing somebody? Or is there somebody who thinks they may be in a relationship with you? Like, those are important questions. Oh, and let's not forget, do you have children and how active are you with them? Based on those answers to those questions, determine whether or not you get a second date. But a lot of men out here are dating for shelter.
And you know what? Think about that for a second. I heard somebody say this recently. A lot of these young boys, they grow up, they living at home with their mama. And then where do they go? They go and live with a female.
They get an older woman at that.
And kind of end up doing that same thing, going from female to female crib, never getting out on their own and having their own place.
I don't have time to pack your trash bag when I get mad. I'm gonna get mad and throw all your shit in the trash bag. I'm too old for that, baby. I'm too old for that. I'm 25.
I've had my own place since I was in the 11th grade. I've had my own place. I dated some teachers in high school, and I would throw out there, in normal conversation, blah 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 blah. Yeah, at my place that I live myself with.
Because you gotta think about it. When you got kids, when you're a woman,
yes, Miss Johnson,
and you got kids, you can't just have dudes over your house, or even just to watch a movie, whatever it is, because every time it's not always gonna be sex. So if they holler, they got a place. You mean I could get away from my kids? I got somewhere that I could come to, and I ain't got to worry about worry about.
But you got to be careful with that too, because now you got to ask follow-up questions when they say they have their own place. Like, I don't know about
who else lived there.
Not only who else lived there, how clean are you? Because like, ain't nothing worse than going over to a man's house to kick it, and like, let's say like you gotta pee. Now I can't go use your bathroom because your toilet's nasty. I can't take off my shoes and walk around barefoot. Like, I need to know, how clean are you?
Yeah.
Do you have roaches?
But initially,
I feel like that's something you just gonna go over their house and you just gonna have to find out. You're digging too deep with too many questions at that point.
Listen, I need to know it all up front because I'm getting old and I'm in my somebody else to do it phase in life. So I need to know so I don't waste your time and you don't waste mine. Are we going out on another date? I need to know all this up front. Because I'll tell you, I'll be in the restaurant, but like, we had a lovely time tonight. We should definitely do this again. And I'm doing this because I'm blocking dude. We'll definitely do this again sometime.
Man.
Dude can't even call her to make sure she made it home safe.
No, because he blocked me, baby.
It's
Don't
over.
call me. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Well, look, great conversation. The whole hall pass thing. I think most of people can agree that look, ain't nobody down with a hall pass. That's something you got to set the tone for in the beginning. And I don't know. I just my hat goes off to men who can govern more than one woman. I don't have the energy anymore.
Right. You already got one person getting on your nerves. Like, it's health over here driving me up the fucking wall, and I'm gonna add somebody else to the equation.
Yeah, even with cheating, it's got to be like literally. Like, I'd have to be sitting here in my office, and some naked chick would just have to walk in, and she would have to look like an Instagram chick and be naked and just come and literally sit. And even then, I'm still gonna be looking like, hold up, you fine and everything, but ew, you just walk around with your coochie exposed like that? That's nasty, girl.
What if she act like she's just like that for you?
But you're not gonna smack that ass.
She just did this for you tonight.
I mean, yeah, I probably smacked that ass a couple times and whatnot. Them red OUT out beach balls, them red balls from school. I'm gonna smack that ass a little bit, but I'm still gonna be sitting there like, you walk around with exposed. Why is you naked? And how did you? Where did you come from?
Let me see your coochie again.
Like,
CJ, you ain't shit.
Like, hold up, you jumped over my fence, ew, naked with your ew. That's just nasty.
You ain't gonna say ew when she said I did all of this for you. I've been wanting to see you so much.
Nah, I mean, you got to understand, I done been there and done that. So I just, I don't know. I need more. I need explanations, understandings, and shit like that. I don't just get aroused because I see some naked shit, because I didn't see naked shit for many years. So it don't hit me like it used to. I need some shit here more than anything else. Don't get me wrong.
That's because we grown, Joe. We 25. We too old for that.
Exactly. Yeah. But
listen,
it's all good.
When me and Joe are 25, if we want to be 25, y'all leave us alone.
We don't leave you alone. Because I'm younger than y'all.
Hey, y'all see, this was my Valentine's gift.
Ooh, fancy. What is that?
She went out. This is a new Invictus. She know I like them Invictus. So she went and grabbed me this, a little gift for Valentine. I was like,
I love to see it.
That is nice. I didn't have to buy no Valentine's gift this year.
Yeah, it's all good.
I got a bottle of perfume, and it is.
I seen that.
What kind is
it?
It is the Kylie Burning Cherry, and when I tell you, I wore it Saturday, Sunday, because I got it early. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
That's
and
that
when
shit
I wore
that
it out, I wore
somebody
it out.
smell it and they be trying to come burn your cherry.
Yeah. Okay, so it's better than I have this one too. It's better than the Tom Ford Louse Cherry, which I also have. Tom Ford Louse Cherry is about $320. This one's about $120. It kills out Louse Cherry. This Burning Cherry, I had men following me around. I went to the gas station to get gas, and the attendant was like, "Oh my God, you smell amazing."
Is that Tom Ford too?
No, this is Kylie by Huda Beauty.
You did say that.
Yeah, so I was in Joe's Palm Room for the Super Bowl, and I'm chatting up this guy at the bar like he done leaned in, and I'm chatting up this guy at the bar.
And just for those that don't know, that's a club. It's a name. It's called Joe's Palm. She was not in my palm room.
No, we're not going to get my good brother in trouble. I would, yeah. But yeah, I was chatting up this guy at the bar, and he was like, and then another guy came and jumped into the conversation and basically threw salt in his game. And then the F-fool had a wedding ring on. He was like, "You smell amazing." They just kept saying, "You smell amazing." So I got told I smelled amazing all weekend. I had to send married men back to their wives. It was one married man. I was like, "You should buy this for your wife. It's perfume since you like it so much." But yeah, it's amazing, and I love it.
I'm looking at the prices now.
Kudos to the person who purchased that for me. I love it.
Hey, so we want to make sure we do a couple announcements before we go. Let me see if I can pull her up.
I'm so excited.
Let me see. Is it SCHANEL on Instagram? Let's see if I can pull her up.
I'm so excited.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Boom. And then damn, what is shit? Message what's her okay, no, I remember. Hold on. See.
John, y'all said, what's the plan? What do y'all make the other party prove before they can get the police? No, it's not that they have to prove anything. Me personally, I just need a connection. I just can't be out here just throwing it around nilly-willy. Like I said, I've had a couple of stalkers. So I need to know that you're of sane, sound mind and you ain't gonna lose it. But I need to feel some type of a connection. We don't necessarily have to go together, be in a relationship or anything like that. Just a connection.
I'm just not on that casual.
Yeah, I'm not on the casual thing. Just a connection.
I'm just not on that casual no more at this point in my life. I didn't have my fun. I still want fun, but just with one person solid who wants to be with me and that type shit.
Right, like if we
That's it.
kicking it and we vibing and the vibe is right, then you know, so I might feel compelled to, you know.
Right.
He says your ass is a true Virgo. I am.
I'm a Virgo too, Mr. Y'all.
I don't call it the Tiandria experience for nothing, and everybody can't get it.
I mean, that's just something that's just important to Virgos. We like connections and intelligence and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I feel like if we're going to be
pointless shit don't mean nothing to us. There's absolutely no reason for
it.
I need to be able to be free, and you can't be free with everybody. So yeah, everybody can't get the experience. Are you ready? I'm so excited.
Okay, so I'm trying to let's see. I was trying to show.
I'm so
okay,
excited.
maybe I can show this.
Like,
okay, all right. So
we shoot not shot everywhere.
I'm gonna show y'all something. Don't run when I show y'all this, okay? Because I'm showing y'all this for a reason. But don't run.
Ready? Yes. Come on now.
All right, so see this right here? This is Roxy Reynolds back in the day. Okay, Miss Roxy Reynolds. We interviewed her on our show. Like this show used to be like extremely ratchet. We used to talk about all types of stuff. Like we had people on here.
If you know if you know how to take it down the throat, we taught you that.
Somehow I was the local, like the show's like, I don't know, what was I like?
You was a sex
therapist or sex expert or something like that. So
sex therapist. We taught you how to take down the throat.
Watermelon and make watermelon smoothies to make you know your junk get bigger.
No, so, remember the love in the cup. Remember the love in the cup.
No, I don't. So Miss Roxy Reynolds, March 1st. Now the reason why we're bringing her back on, I want to show y'all something here. You can't, you can't be a porn star has a lifespan.
Right.
All right. So if you look at this page, it says official Roxy Reynolds, retired 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Life after porn. Okay. Yes. She retired 2015. She's going to be here March 1st. And this is her now. Miss Chanel, if you're nasty. She has her own perfumes and colognes. Untold truth to women. Too. Unapologetic for men. Let's see what else she's rocking. She's got she has a trucking company as well. She's really now she still believes that sex sells, and I'm inclined to agree with her. So she will twerk with some of these products. You know what I mean? And she still keeps people interested with her. Let's see, it's 818 followers on this page. She got another page with almost 400,000 followers. So she keeps some nice little sexy photos, pictures, talking about work. But she has a, let's see here. Oh yeah, and the Portia J. Like I feel like she has a couple. She has a I don't know if it's a model agency or like she grooms some other models or something like that as well. But she also has let's see, this product here, Janir Natural Glow, all right, which is some type of facial serum, all right. So this is how you prevent yourself from looking like from looking like a lion, like Little Kim ended up looking like. This is how you prevent it with this stuff like this. And so she has this, and she also has she's got a CBD company as well. So she's out here ganging it in the streets.
I'm proud of Good Sis because the sex worker industry tends to chew folks up and spit them out, and you see a lot of these girls that were retired sex workers, and they're retired not because they want to be, but because they had no end game and they end up strung out on drugs. But Good Sis, you know what I'm saying, she took that, and she was like, "Nope, we about to keep rocking it out," and she had an end game, and I'm proud of her.
I don't know. I don't think that she got any I don't think she got like any booty work or whatever. I feel like that's all her.
Yeah,
just
she
because,
works out in the
I'm
gym.
just
That looks made, not bought.
I'm just going back to all the porn of hers I used to watch when I was younger. She was one of my favorites, and somehow we ended up getting her on the show back then.
Yeah, and so we had to shoot our shot again. Like, hey, girl,
she's a straight mogul.
She's a boss.
Yeah, she's a straight mogul. Like I said, she got a trucking company as well. 2 Freightliner for sale. Blah blah blah. So yeah, she's doing it. So we're gonna have her on the show and talk about life after porn and have a good conversation with her. That's March 1st. And really just kind of get it in and have this conversation, man. She's dope. So I can't wait to, chop it up with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. I'm excited.
Yeah, might end up a couple of people might want to join her class. Wouldn't that be nice if like 82,000 people join her class for trucking because they think she's going to be there teaching?
I think Joe and I talked about we saw her schedule. We talked about taking a road trip to go, hang out.
Where's she at, in Ohio?
Yeah, we talked about taking a road trip. We saw her schedule.
Well, yeah, looking at her schedule, it looks like she's kind of going on tour in Ohio.
Yeah.
Could be
road trip.
Somewhere.
Let's get it. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, looking at her schedule here, March 31st, Columbus. Yeah. Miami, I wouldn't mind doing Miami. But yeah, Untold Truth Fragrance.com. Y'all check that out. Here it is. Constance. That's what it is. Constance Apothecary. Let's look at this up real quick.
So we got that coming, and we're working on some more things. We out here shooting our shots everywhere. We're trying to bring these interviews and these conversations that y'all want to have.
Intimacy oil. That's what I'm talking about.
I wonder what that's about.
I actually had an idea for that. But yeah, so she's got some products, some CBD products, some body butters and intimate oils and stuff like that. That's she's out here moving. And yeah, tell me, it's looking good. So, March 1st, that's gonna be happening. That's gonna be dope. We're gonna put the flyers out here soon. And I'm gonna tell y'all, on the 26th, okay, the 26th of this month, that's a Sunday, we're going to do a collaborative show with the Titty Powwow, the Tipping Point show, No Panties After Dark. We're going to have several special guests as well, and we are going to have this conversation about feminine versus masculine.
And I got some things to say, so I can't wait.
Yeah.
I got some things.
We're gonna talk about this masculine energy in these women's, this feminine energy in these men's. Yeah, we're gonna chop it up and have a good conversation.
As
it's gonna
a woman
be fun.
I'm tapping into my divine feminine energy these days. You know what I'm saying? And I got lots to say, so I really can't wait for that conversation.
Yeah, because that's gonna be interesting, and we're gonna talk about how much more powerful that feminine energy of a woman is than a woman with masculine energy. And when we say this, we're not saying, oh, you can't have masculine. No, you got to go to work. Some of y'all are bosses at work, so you got to tap into that masculine energy. But you got to have balance, and you need to know how to truly balance that out.
Once you learn how to tap in it and you can thrive in it, it's amazing. But not all men are ready for that. So we're gonna have that. It's gonna be a good conversation.
So y'all look forward to that, the 26th, which is a Sunday. That's 2 Sundays from this Sunday, I believe. This Sunday and then the following Sunday, the 26th, and then March 1st on a Wednesday we got Miss Chanel. So
Need some ideas though. We want to play some games on the show while she's here. So y'all got any ideas? Y'all see the email. It's npadinfo@gmail.com. Y'all got any stories you want to share? You can do it anonymous. You can tell us, hey, I don't mind sharing my name or whatever, but anonymous or whatever, just let us know. It's all good. We appreciate y'all. It's been another episode of No Panties After Dark. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace.
Peace, y'all. Any last words before we go?
Are we gonna
Anybody?
tell everybody where to find us?
Yeah, y'all know. And I don't have that Cash App uploaded yet, but y'all.
Where did he go? Yeah, Joe. Me and Joe, we put in that Cash App every single time we get paid. We put in that Cash App. So this is a self-funded project that we do from the heart. We do it with love. It's we do it out of love. We love No Panties After Dark, but we're definitely looking for sponsors. So go ahead and hit us up with that Cash App. Let me see if I can throw it up. Shit. Yeah, Joe got to do it. Where did he go? Get back in here, Joe.
Well, that's what it looks like with Spectrum. So Spectrum, if you're listening, fuck you. Okay.
But No Panties After Dark, it is a labor of love, and so Joe and I we're completely self-funded, and we have an amount that we agreed upon, and we put it in her every week, to make this happen for y'all. So what I'm saying, if y'all feeling generous, you want to donate to the cause, hit us up.
Yeah, just type in No Panties After Dark on Cash App, and you will. And as a matter of fact, if you do our Cash App, as soon as you send the money through Cash App, whatever amount it is, as soon as you send the money, you will get a splash of fragranted pussy juice that comes through your cell phone. It's an automatic thing.
It won't be mine.
It happens every time you send the money. It happens, but you gotta send as soon as you send the money, as soon as you press send, that's what happens. I want y'all, when y'all send the money, then I want y'all to come back and tell me about it, so that I can So I would just like to know.
He said it's scented. Mine smells like water, so it won't be mine. But we still
pineapples.
We appreciate all efforts. We appreciate the money that jingles, but we like to have the kind of folds.
Exactly. So here you go, right here. Boom. There you go, right there. Boom. $ No Panties After Dark. See, we make it real easy. Y'all can scan the screen right now, literally.
And
you
just
put your phone up to the screen and scan it.
That's listening right now drops $1. We got 500 people out here watching. That's $500. Just go ahead and run us $1.
Yeah. Hey, shoot us 50 cents. You know what I mean? Shit, we'll go shoot somebody 9 times and become a rapper. Yeah, I'm talking about. We'll break the math down even more. Shit, 25 cents.
Now see, now you're reaching now, Joe. I said we like the kind of jingles, but we'd rather have what folks. At least it's $1.
It's all good. Look,
it's gonna
time to go.
25 cents for us to get it out.
Next week, same place, same time. We will see y'all. Peace.
Bye. Y'all silly.
Oh, damn.
Why do y'all act like this every time? We was supposed to be behaving.
No Panties After Dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most don't. Speaking on things most don't. It's No Panties After Dark. We put the